We are now live.
Next. The whole world has changed. Everything is different. Yet so many things are still the same. We find ourselves in a new era. We didn't expect to be here, but it's so anyhow. Next. Consider just how far we've come in technology. Consider just how far we've come in the last 10 years in communications. How much tech has been developed in the last 30 years? How much tech has been developed in the last 50 years? And then how much technology has been developed in the last year? And where are we headed by tomorrow? Next. Now, I want you to consider that while we think about where has technology been, consider how far you've come in your individual and personal journey. How has your distance been? And more importantly, to the question, how did you get here? What did it take for you to arrive at the very steps that you find yourself in right now? How much opportunity, how much help, and how much direction was given you? Next. Stay with me. We have a trek ahead. We have a very small window together, a very small journey, you and I. Stay with me. Next. We have to go back. We have to go back. We've come so far in technology and in our individual paths and our individual directions of where we have arrived to, finding ourselves where we're at right now, how advanced this world has become, but we have to go back. We left some things behind. We left communities behind. We left dreams behind. And we have to go back. Next. We have to get those that left behind, because if we don't do that, then all the technology that we've developed and all the technology that we create will never be as great as it can be and as it should be. Next. My name's Christopher Lafayette. I'm an international and national speaker. I've had the benefit and pleasure of speaking on technologies such as virtual and augmented and mixed reality, artificial intelligence, machine learning and deep learning. I'm an emergent technologist. But like you, as a technologist, it wasn't always this way. I grew up in a city called Oakland, California. And I remember coming home every night and walking in and seeing a man sitting at a chair in the desk with a little lamp on. And he was building up and tearing down laptops and desktops, putting them together and taking them apart again. Neighbors and friends and colleagues would always give him these computers and laptops to put together, to take up, build them, make them better, fix them, and give them back. And I can remember sitting with this man in a car saying, "Dad, what's the internet?" And he would tell me. And "Dad, how does the web work?" And he would answer. And he would answer every single question that I had. And little did I know that he was planting seeds And I was asking questions that would benefit me so much and so far in my career that I had no sense and sizable magnitude of what was happening. He was pointing the way. And I was seeing someone that looked like me. When I came to Silicon Valley with black-colored skin, I didn't see many people at all that looked like me. In fact, one of the only few examples that I ever had in technology was that man that sat at that desk with a little light on in technology. I came to a world where I was taught by people that didn't look like me, that mentored me and trained me and taught me. And so the two instances that I've had in my life thus far have been that man and the tech community that took me under and helped bring me up to where many of you are at today. Next. Black communities. We have to go back. We have to get those that we left behind to bring them to where we and many of us and you and I are at right now. And let's be honest, when you look around your office, when you look at your Zoom conferences, when you look at the conferences that you attend and events that you have the pleasure of attending, how many people, when you look around, that don't look like you, that do not have black-colored skin? You see, technology, when we talk about ecosystems, it's not hardware and software and sprockets and boards and Raspberry Pis. That's not technology. Technology is culture. It's human characteristics that are permeated in and throughout technological ecosystems. And see, the more culture that we have in our ecosystems, it makes that ecosystem just that much stronger, better, healthier. And so we have to go back. Our ecosystems may seem fine, but they will only ever get so far that we have more road to go. Next. Hidden geniuses. We go back for the hidden geniuses. We go back for the ones that don't even know that they can build technology. We go back for the ones that use our technology that we do build and have benefited, and they have no idea that you are the ones that helped build it. And like you, they had dreams. But somehow, some way, someone provided you an opportunity or helped show you the way. Can't we pay that back? And can't we pay that forward? We have to go back. Next. We have to teach. We have to show. And not just give a handout, but to show them which way down the road to go and what to avoid, what to go around, how to look at this whole world of technology that you and I spend in almost every single day, and with new eyes and new perspectives. Their contributions will only level up what we've already developed and what we've already built. Because the more culture we have in our ecosystems, the stronger we will be. It won't detract, it makes us stronger, and it makes us better. But it's so much more than just a feel-good initiative. It drives revenue. It drives opportunity, making our products more identifiable. It diversifies. And yeah, it feels good. Next. To point someone the right way. To give them the direction. That's worth everything to those that don't know which way to go. I use a small analogy that in the time of slavery, yes, that may seem drastic, but it's real. In the time of slavery, there was a woman that came and would free slaves and people that had never been 2 miles outside of their radius their whole entire lives. And when she had them, she put them on a road called the Underground Railroad. And she would take them and she would say, look up to the North Star. Follow that star, and there you'll go to your freedom. Now, how much value was it for someone to point them in the right way? I liken that unto technology and opportunities for those that do not know the right way. Next. And so the greatest barrier, and I had to look at myself, and I yet submit to you that the greatest barrier and the greatest obstacle that we face to helping people go in the right way, to going back and to getting the ones that we left behind, next. The greatest limitation that we face and the greatest obstacle when we turn on our TVs, as we've been seeing over the last several weeks, and many of us seeing people that don't look like you and me seeing people that do look like me, frustration and hurt, hatred, pain, dealing with racism and anti-racism, screams for freedom, screams for more and better. That's not the society that we want. And we now realize that part of the greatest limitations that we face, next, is you and I. We haven't done enough. We have not done enough. Next. And so I had to take time to look at my own self and say, what have I not done? What more could I do? It was a powerful time and a powerful thing that happened. But the answer came to me. Servant leadership, going back to first principles, giving back that which was freely given to me. Next. So I built a platform called the Black Technology Mentorship Program. It's an initiative that I recently launched. There's so many people that have joined and came on as mentors and mentees and allies. I said, Chris, how can we help? How can we answer the call? What can we do? For some, I said, an hour out of your whole entire year is what I might want. For you to sit in front of 2,000 mentees, students, and to simply tell them what you do for a living may seem so mundane and so small to you. But for them, it's almost bigger than life. It creates more imagination than anything they may have ever come in contact with. For the path with their career, and for the path of potential entrepreneurship. And so I'm asking you 3 things today. I'm asking you to look within and see if you have the heart to become a mentor. I'm asking you to go to ChristopherLafayette.com and not to turn your back on this, but to hear these words and to do something about it. To join me on this journey to teach and to give back. That's number 1. Number 2, live it and fund it. We just launched a fundraiser just today. When you sign up for that mentorship, throw a few dollars in. If it's a hard time for you, then share the initiative. But we'll take your resources as well, because some of these kids don't even enjoy Wi-Fi to get in and make even a Zoom conference. I want them to have the things that we may sometimes take for granted. I want them to be connected. Can you imagine what it would be for 1 week without Wi-Fi? Now imagine almost a whole lifetime without Wi-Fi. I want to connect these kids. Next. And the third that I ask you is to be the hidden hero. Be the one that they don't know about. Be the one that helped change their lives and they may even not even ever knew that you were the one to do it. Be the hidden hero. Be the one that no one knew in your office. To be the person to help change thousands of lives by small impact. Can you be that person? Can you be the hidden hero? Next. Because when you do find yourself becoming a hidden hero, you'll take the first steps to removing barriers to innovation. I'm so fortunate to have this opportunity in this time. I'm so thankful for that man that sat under that little lamp. It told me all the things that I ever wanted to know about technology, all the things he could give me. I'm so appreciative that the technology community, you who I'm talking to today, has taken time to help teach and train me and help point me in the right direction. Join me in helping point others in the right direction. Thank you, Linux Foundation. Thank you all for taking the time. And I hope in my heart that at least one person, somebody, heard what was said today. Thank you.
Christopher, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, we received a question from Lisa. I apologize if I am not pronouncing that correctly. This person's asking, what's the link for the Black Tech mentorship program?
Absolutely. So if you go to ChristopherLafayette.com, you just go there and log in, and all the information is there. We've had such an incredible amount of people attending, and like I said, we just got started with this fundraiser just today. It haven't even gone public, so this is the first time that we made the announcement on that. We'll be going public with it soon, and our sponsors and people, and we'll be making announcements about that even soon enough as well. And just such a good showing up and signing up of mentors and even our mentees, our students, and with our allies as well, and even volunteers that just want to give a lending and helping hand. So I encourage everyone to go to ChristopherLafayette.com and just check that out. And then you can always follow me on LinkedIn and hear more of the story and more of what we're sharing and a whole lot more of what we're going to be doing. And always reach out, and you can always reach directly as well.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And I think we have about a minute and a half left. Does anybody else have questions for Christopher? Okay, I think we might be all set. And everyone is welcome to continue the conversation in the diversity Slack channel, in the event Slack.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.